Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my little corner where today we're gonna throw this look together. I think it went okay. No big huge problems. I mean, there were a couple times there with my lips I was like, what did I do? But I think everything turned out alright. So let me show you guys what I've used, like the biggies that I used today. Of course, my Marc Jacobs foundation, my Marc Jacobs setting powder or setting spray. You guys know I love that stuff. But I pulled out my Shape Your Money Maker Double Duty Beauty Palette by Tarte, as well as my Anastasia Subculture palette. It is the first time I've gotten to use any of her eyeshadows. I think it turned out pretty good. I got a pop of green in my inner corner. It's pretty crazy. So if you guys have either one of these products or you want to just grab whatever you've got, let's put on our makeup together. Let's just hang out. Okay, so I don't think I've used this yet. I got the Thank Me Later face primer. It's a mattifying face primer by Elizabeth Mott. It's very creamy. It feels nice. It doesn't feel drying. Okay, I like this. I mean, honestly, I was sitting here trying to decide what primer to use, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to use a mattifying primer because my skin's a little dry right now, but this does not feel drying, but it does look like it's blurred a little bit. Like I don't look glossy, but I'm not dry. So I like this. So to prime my lids, I'm gonna use the Kokie Be Bride Concealer. I've been jumping between it and the Urban Decay to prime my eyelids just because I'm trying to hold on to the Shape Tape. It is that time of year where I need to spend less money on myself and more on others, so I'm trying to make do with what I have. So for my eyelids today, I finally get to use my very first Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. I found this bad boy at TJ Maxx for $24.99, and they almost always have this one. I had a few other eyeshadow palettes to choose from, but this one was sitting down here staring me in the face for quite a while. I'm ready to take her upstairs and put her on display. Plus, it has such an interesting shade range that I could really go anywhere I want to with this. And she did come with a little brush that feels really nice and smooth. I say we just try and use her today. I think New Wave is a good place to start no matter which way I go with that. So I'm going to start there. It's kind of a brown mustard almost. Let's see how this brush, whoa. Okay, we're gonna be able to see that. And the brush, it's soft, but it also has some firmness to it. Oh, I meant to pull you guys in. Better. Okay, now you guys can see what New Wave is doing to me. Oh my lord. I want a little lighter on this side to see if I could like chill out on it. I don't know, the brushes on this are a little harsh. The bristles on this brush, I should say. So I'm gonna grab my Luxie 131 mini angled brush. Just make sure it's clean by running it through my clean sweep. I feel like the green is gonna go better with this, right? So we're gonna go green. We're gonna jump into Destiny and then maybe even play with Untamed. I'm gonna sit that brush down for now. Let me actually grab, yep, I know what I want to do. So I feel like if we're gonna throw Destiny in my crease, I want a brush that's really gonna put it where I want it, because I don't want to muddle up New Wave. So I've got my 121 by Luxie, my mini tapered. I honestly love my Luxie brushes. And I'm just going to pick up that Destiny, which is a really light olive color. Well, not like super light, but a medium olive color. Okay, I'm like kind of scared. I don't know what these two colors are going to do together. That's not doing it. I'm going back to my furless brush, and I'm going to try to blend that harsh line out. Because it's just not moving with that Luxie brush. I mean, it's nice to be able to place things where you want it with that bad boy, but I always have to come back out and just blend for a while. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my 131 mini angled brush by Luxie, and I'm gonna pick up Untamed with that Luxie brush. It's really angled and contoured and makes it easy to get like a nice little wing in the outer corner. Try and keep it right there. And then I'll go over my lower lash line with this shade. Try and look in a mirror that's a little bit closer. I'm actually gonna pull this halfway over onto the lash line. It's such a pretty color. Really like where this is going. It's just gonna be really easy to accidentally get this shade somewhere I don't want it. Put that brush down, back to my furless, and I'm actually gonna pick up New Wave to help me blend all of that together. We're gonna see. I honestly just wanted to see more of this shade in here, and I don't want to make it any darker than it is. So I'm hoping this will help me just blend it out. No, that just made it look like baby poop. I don't like that at all. Okay, can I put Destiny back in? Can we go back? I retract my earlier statement. Here we go. I don't know where this went. This has gotten a little muddled. Just to blend out those harsh lines up here, I've got my Morphe E30. I think things did go a little crazy, but I can definitely bring her back. It was just hard not to play in that palette. The shades are so different and cool. Shimmer options. We have this crazy electric. We have cube, which is basically like ice, and then we also have this adorn. I think adorn is where I want to go. However, they all are kind of like, that looks more of a foil, that's a glitter, and that's a shimmer, I think. But we're gonna try adorn on my lid, and then maybe we'll put electric in my inner corner, or I'll go with cube in the inner corner, one of those. I really want to use my finger to put that on because I know it's like without a doubt going to go on better with my finger. But I have claws, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and try and use this Alamar brush that I have. It's the flat one that we got in BoxyCharm. Oh, it applies really good with the brush, actually. I didn't even wet it at all. What I love about this brush is it makes it easy to do a nice curve because the brush does give a little bend. So you can kind of pull the shadow where you want it. So now I'm going to grab that deepest shade that we used, the Untamed, and put that in my lower lash line. I really don't even mess with eyeliner in the lower lash line. I just choose a really dark shadow and I'm using my Morphe Y21, but basically any flat brush will do the job. I still have to have eyeliner on my upper lash line because I just can't stand it. This is definitely a different kind of eye look for me. I don't think I've ever done anything like this before. Okay, let's put that down for now. I brought you guys back out so we can go ahead and do foundation. So I don't have any new foundation to try, so I'm going to jump back to my favorite, which is the Marc Jacobs Shameless Foundation. Honestly, my first impression of this says it all. I was like, whoa, I look younger. That's how I feel every time I put this on. Plus, honestly, it's a little bit darker of a shade. I almost put that in my freaking hair. I did put that in my hair. Oh, get out of my hair. Oh my god. Well, we'll get that out of my hair. My trajectory was a little bit off. Okay, we're gonna start with that because I feel like, well, first I'm trying to conserve this foundation and I don't really want like a super full coverage look today. I just want to kind of even out the tone of my skin. So if I need to go in with more, that it's always here. It ain't going anywhere. I should have concealed that zip. Oh my gosh. Today is Sunday, so you guys will see this. I already have one filmed for next week, so you guys will see this the following week. And we are not doing anything today. We have to go pick up some groceries, and that is it. We were supposed to go help my grandmother empty a pod, but in her fashion, she got a little ahead of herself. She's not gonna be ready for another week or two, so that'll be later date. So to conceal underneath my eyes, I'm just gonna go back to Koki. Put that underneath my eyes, as well as anywhere else or anything else I want to conceal or brighten. And now I'm gonna beauty blend everything. We still haven't gotten our trees up today, so today is November 25th. And I feel like everybody's already got their tree up but us, but I'm waiting on my father and his handy little helper to get the tree out of the shed, as well as my other Christmas stuff. Which my tree will never be Instagram worthy because I have 2 small children and they decorate and they don't care if it looks pretty. They want the ornaments that they've made, you know, I don't know. We have a lot of like just mismatched ornaments and like, I don't know. I'll be excited when one day I can do a theme tree and there's nobody in the house that would be upset over it, you know? Although I'm sure that family tree would go somewhere else in the house. So for setting powder today, I'm still trying to finish my Ulta Beauty finishing powder lightweight matte finish. So I'm just gonna use it. Make things nice and easy. I'm trying not to waste my makeup. It makes me feel good when I finish a product, and I'm so close to being done with this one. It's like, I don't know, probably the way my son feels when he's about to complete a game or beat a game. For eyeliner, because I want to go ahead and finish out my eyes before we move on to the rest of the face, I've got Note, the eyeliner that I used last week. I love this stuff. I literally cannot stop using it, so that's where we're going. Love this pen. It is so easy to use. You can get a thin line, a thick line, like whatever you want. Probably shouldn't talk while you're doing it though. Does anybody else pray for a steady hand when they're doing eyeliner? Please don't let me mess it up. And for mascara, no surprise here. I want those lower lashes to be popping, so I've got my Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. Holy cow, it's awesome. Love it. I mean, it's really easy to apply. I don't get it like underneath my lashes by accident because it doesn't have like super long bristles, but it makes my lower lashes match my lash extensions. And I love brands that have a mission and make a difference. And Thrive Cosmetics does. I would say this is the mascara I would definitely repurchase, which I think I said that last week. I don't know. I just love this. Okay, so time for more fun. We've got the Tarte High Performance Naturals Eye and Cheek Palette. I know I didn't use the eyeshadows, but I want to dive in here and see what we got for cheek options. I can't get it open because that mattifying primer made my skin so soft. I love this. This is so cute. So it looks like we have a bronzer, and then I don't know if I would use that for highlighter flex. It's awfully dark. I think I actually might jump over to Cut for the highlighter. And blush, there's not really anything in here either, so maybe flex for blush. I don't know. We're just gonna play. So I've got my Lexi 522. Slim looks really, really dark, so I'm just gonna barely pat it and then bop it off. I probably had some other bronzer still on this brush too, to be completely honest. Yeah, because that side looks different. It looks awfully dark, but I'm gonna blend it out. Whoa, Nelly. That's what happens when you don't tap off your brush. Go ahead and blend all that out with my P12 Aesthetica brush. This is so soft. I love this brush. To carve out my nose, I'm gonna try something a little different. So we're gonna try the Morphe E25, reading that upside down, and put it on the smaller end. Whoa. I went all blossom there for a second. Whoa. Okay. I didn't know it was gonna be that pigmented and dark. We're gonna blend it out. I don't know. I think this is a good look for me. Should I have left it? Okay, I think I prefer my Morphe brush. I just thought it's worth a try because I really like blending the bronzer on my nose out with this end. I just thought it was worth a try to see if I could get this brush to do what that brush does, but I don't think I can. It like does a good job of bringing it down. I don't know. I'm gonna grab my Busy Gal Brow by Tarte, but I actually want my darker shade. Oh, there she is. I haven't really used that lighter shade too much. There have been days where I accidentally grabbed it and was just like, go for it, whatever. You don't have time to mess around. But I love this shade. It's so super easy. I don't know why I waited on this. Should have done it right after mascara. I don't know how I feel about that bronzer in that palette. Probably not my favorite. It's really, really dark, but I would definitely use it on the rest of my face, just not my nose. It's still kind of clinging right there at the inner corner, but there's nothing I can do about it. I cannot make it go away. It won't leave. Alright, so let's get back out our Shape Our Money Makeup palette and try that highlighter as blush. And try Flex, which I think is supposed to be a highlighter. We're going to try it as blush. Nope, it's a highlighter. It's not as dark as it looks in the pan, but we've already put it on my cheeks, so now it's staying on my cheeks. And my cheeks are gonna be shiny today. We're still gonna play around and use Cut as my actual highlight. It'll be super sparkly today. Inner corner. I think I'm gonna use, Cube has a little bit of a purple reflect. I think we're gonna use Electric, this like crazy green shade in the inner corner. I don't know. I just want to play. That is kind of crazy. Probably not go too nuts with it. It's actually not bad. I mean, it's green, but it's not like bam green. That's not too bad. Oh, it's lippy time, girls, and I don't know. We've got this. I've got to say I'm a little bit intimidated to mess with it today because I also have a lot of like Kiss Me products. I still have a couple Dose products, which I haven't got to take upstairs, and I need to. We're just gonna take one of my Dose upstairs. I can't help it, guys. I only have one more to try though after this one. This one's in the shade Sand. I believe it's a matte. Yeah, it's a matte because I tried it on my hand when it came in because I could not help it. This gives you like almost foundation lips. I need a lip liner. After the fact, shame on you, Karen. Oh, hey, there's lip liners in here. That's right. Got a nice chocolate one here. I think this one will work. So a little bit after the fact as usual. You know me, I'm a big weirdo and forget lip liner all the time because I get super excited. So. Oh God, they're sticky. Ooh, I know what I'll do. Because this looks horrible. That looks crazy. So what I'm gonna do is find a gloss. Now I have this completely clear gloss from Ofra, so let's try it. Let's check it out. Let's see if it saves the day. Ah! Ooh, it's like water. There we go. It works. And now, just to set my entire face, I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer Perfecting Coconut Setting Mist. It's the Recover. Oh, I love the way this stuff smells. It's my favorite coconut primer. Like a vacation in a bottle. All right, my lovelies, so that is today's look. I really want to hear what you guys think about it. Or give me some tips. If you have that palette and you have some shades that go really well together, please share with me. I'm interested to see what you guys do. Alrighty, my loves, if you liked today's video, please give me a big old thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And since I'm pre-filming this so early, I'm not going to say hello to any of my new subscribers. I just wanted to thank all of you guys for watching these videos, and I just love you guys. Thank you so much. Alrighty, my loves, that is it. I hope you have a great day. Bye!